Hello everyone, my name's Finny Pooh and welcome to Would You Rather, or Either, depends on which way you want to look at it. So a lot of people just zoom in on this part right here, and I kind of wanted to zoom out, one, to give you a different look and show you I'm on a web browser, obviously, and two, because sometimes the comments have like a little bit of info about like what people would prefer. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. Now, I may or may not make this like sort of the go-to challenge video thing, depending on how the kind of back and forth goes. Um, Whether you let me know if that's what you're looking for, you know? So do let me know in the comments below if that is what you would be looking for. Um, so we'll go ahead and get started. So, would you rather lose your preferred hand or your preferred foot? Oh, okay. So if you lose your preferred hand, that would be my right hand. If I lost my hand, just whoop, I would have a lot of things I would have to relearn with my left hand. I'm not terribly ambidextrous. I can about write my name with my left hand, and that's about it. However, I have gone a week without this hand. I sprained my wrist. My junior year of high school. Landed on it wrong playing indoor football. And basically this part hit all the way to the back of my wrist and back. So it's basically went all the way this way back here. So yeah, it was not fun. But I survived a week with it kind of in a splint. Nothing broke or anything like that. So survived a week losing my preferred hand. My preferred foot. Usually my preferred foot is my right foot as well. I'm kind of a righty when it comes to that. But I don't really know what my preferred foot is. So I guess I could survive either way. I mean, most of what I do is I talk with customers. I can easily be on a cash wrap, and then I do YouTube videos. I do some sports occasionally, but I don't need to do them. So I guess lose my preferred foot. Oh, well then. So next up, would you rather stop using YouTube or stop using Facebook? Oh crap. So, I use Facebook a lot, but ever since, oh, YouTube equals any, looking down here, this is why I wanted it full screen. Any video sharing website, and Facebook is any social media network. No videos on Facebook either. Okay. Hmm. You know what? I'd rather stop using Facebook. Because if I stopped using YouTube, where are you guys going to be at? Probably watching some other video and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, I want to help out you guys as much as possible, so I'd stop using Facebook. Oh! I can see I'm not alone. Holy cow. Alright. Next up. Would you rather play a game of one-on-one with Michael Jordan or with Kobe Bryant? Okay, too much hype's around Kobe. I'd rather play Michael. I am just... Yeah, okay. I am just the norm now. Would you rather have an average house in the middle of the city or have a mansion miles away from civilization? Assume that neither location would be unpleasant. The house is your primary residence. Okay, so neither place would be unpleasant. So average house in the middle of the city, I'd be right near everything. Only problem is I might be robbed and stuff like that. I lived in Baltimore for a while, so I do know what it's like living in the city. Not necessarily in, a house. I was in an apartment, but And then have a mansion miles away from civilization. The problem with that is that I'd have to drive a long time in order to get to the grocery store or grow my own stuff, and I'm not necessarily the most garden-friendly person out there. Um, I think I'd rather have the average house in the middle of the city. That way I'm close to everything. And besides having, like, if I had a house, that's just like, oh, well, okay, so I'd rather do that. Okay, so the first one, it's a little bit more of an even split than I thought it was going to be. I thought this was going to be like 75 or 80. So, nice. Would you rather be a wizard or be a vampire? I don't want to sparkle. Moving on. Would you rather be James Bond or Jason Bourne? Oh. Mm. They're so close. I don't want to go to the comments yet. Um. Hmm. Hmm. Giving it some thought, Jason Bourne's cool. He's kind of the younger version of James Bond, I guess. But Bond has a wider appeal to people than Bourne does, that I've noticed. I'd rather be Bond. Oh, wow. Okay. That's good. Would you rather be an amazing security guard or a terrible FBI agent? Um, so, terrible FBI agent or an amazing security guard? FBI has a lot of cool weapons and stuff. I have some friends who work for the government and who know a lot of cool stuff that I don't know. But being an amazing security guard, being good at my job, I'm likely to get paid more and less likely to get fired. So I'll be an amazing security guard. Thank you, people. Thank you. Some of these are actually legit, kind of cool to think about. Would you rather fight a wolf with your bare hands or fight a large bear with a sword? Okay. So with a wolf, you want to be as calm as possible. Like fight or flight. You have the sword, not the bear. Oh, you have the sword, not the bear. Okay. Fight a large bear with a sword. Just um I like down here in the comments the way the red question is phrased, it's implying the bear is using the sword. Idiot. Okay. You have the sword, not the bear. So fight a wolf with your bare hands. So being as calm as possible, depending on how calm the wolf is at the time I'm fighting it, or when I start fighting it, depends on whether or not I'll have the advantage. Fighting a large bear with a sword, I'd have to go for its vitals immediately, because that's got some serious strength up against me. Whereas a wolf, I'm a little bit more evenly matched, but I'm fighting with my bare hands. I'd rather not have a ton of meat land on me. I would rather take my chances against the wolf. Really? Interesting. Okay, moving on. Would you rather know everything and die tomorrow or live forever and be ignorant? Well, know everything and die tomorrow or live forever and be ignorant? Well, it would be cool to live forever. But I know where I'm going afterwards, so. That is a lot closer than a lot of these have been. Interesting. Okay, moving on. Would you rather star in a cartoon movie or a live-action movie? It was already my dream. Cartoon. I'd rather be the voice, because, I mean, I have a face for radio, so. Alright, would you rather drive 200 miles well over the legal drunken limit, or drive 200 miles after being awake for 72 hours straight. Well, I'm never going to drink in my entire life. I'm never going to sip any little bit of alcohol. Haven't, never will. So I'd rather do it for 2.5. Thank you. Would you rather have the first name refrigerator or the first name dishwasher? Refrigerator, because it implies bulkiness and stuff like that. Let's see. Would you rather be forced to watch a movie you hate over and over again for a week, or be forced to listen to a song you hate over and over again for a week? Okay. I don't hate a lot of movies, um, but there are some that I just absolutely can't stand. Then there's some I already am forced to listen to songs I hate over and over again for a week. In fact, I do that at work all the time with the music that plays overhead. So I'm gonna go ahead and listen to a song. Pretty even split. Pretty even split. Okay, moving on. Let's see. Would you rather unearth and loot a corpse finding a Rolex, or cheat in a competition winning a Rolex? Oh. Depending on when this corpse is, like, hang on, if you don't care about Rolex, substitute it for something valuable, you may be caught. Okay, so unearth and loot a corpse finding a Rolex. You can do that being an archaeologist. This is just not cool, so I would rather do this. Wow. Okay. Interesting. So, for the rest of your life, would you rather drink the same thing or eat the same meal? Oh, depends on what that is, and drink the same thing. Oh, man. Well, I like how this guy says, water for the win. Um, hmm. I think I will do. I think I kind of agree with him. Water. So drink the same thing. Oh, okay. So as I'm going through these, let me know what you think in the comments below. Feel free. Make sure you tell me what the question is or when the time is in the comments section below, and tell me whether or not you agree or disagree and why. I'd be interested to hear what your responses are. Honestly, this would be a great feedback video. So let's go for this. If you could only eat one and never eat the other, would you rather eat waffles or pancakes? Okay, so it goes down to this. Um, waffles, if you um, waffles capture the syrup really well, but it makes it really hard to spread the butter easily. I like both syrup and butter on my pancakes or my waffles. So it really depends on like how things spread, because the syrup gets caught oh so nicely in the waffles, but the butter, it's the hardest thing to spread. Pancakes spread that butter oh so nicely, and the syrup just kind of goes off onto the plate before I can eat it. So, ooh. The only thing with waffles is that cleaning the iron is a pain. And I can be a little bit more creative with the pancakes. I can put chocolate chips and bananas and stuff with it, where it's harder to do with waffles. So I will go ahead and eat pancakes. A 50-50 split. Okay. That shows you what kind of world we live in here today, people. We fight about whether or not we should eat waffles or pancakes in the morning. Okay. If you could be embarrassed in one way, if I could be embarrassed, I cannot be embarrassed. Would you rather have your dad tell everyone about your potty training pics, or have your mom show you naked baby pictures to strangers? Well, hmm. Let's see here. Seeing as I don't have any potty training picks, I'm gonna go with that. So, if you ran a society, would you rather have your society focus on culture, arts, literature, music, films, etc., or have your society focus on science? Ooh, okay. Technological advances could be made in the cultural society, except they would only surround an artistic endeavor. Hmm. So like 3D films coming up fast and stuff like that. Or focus on science. Well, it doesn't say abandoning them, like abandoning the other. So if I did this, we would lack the scientific, like, research needed to cure medicine and stuff like that. Um, or to cure medicine, to cure colds with medicine and stuff like that. Um, Plus, we could research is science, so we could research into like people's behaviors of these things, and thereby looping it around. So focus on science. Pretty even split on that one too. I'm surprised. Hmm. Would you rather know everything in your partner's past or know nothing from your partner's past? Um, I think I personally believe the more you know about a person, hang on, even the stuff you probably wouldn't want to know, and you get no information. There we go. You get no information from anyone about their past. So I think I would probably. I know it sounds weird, but I probably want to know everything about their past because that way you get to know the person better, and that way you can kind of understand their, you know, idiosyncrasies and stuff like that. And um, yeah, I'll probably know everything about. Whoa, a lot of people agree. I'm glad. Um, and I hope she feels the same way. Would you rather be born a dwarf or born without a third of your legs? Without the third of your legs, you'd still be able to run. Um, I think be born a dwarf. I don't know what they're talking about here. So, like, cutting off your leg at a calf? I don't know. Would you rather be John Lennon or Paul McCartney? Um, I think Paul's a little cooler. Really? Okay. To be honest, I'd rather be Ringo Starr. But would you rather know exactly what happened in Area 51, or should I say, is still happening, or accept $1 million? You could share your findings with others, but let's be real, you would sound crazy. I think I'll accept the $1 million because I don't want to deal with everything like that. Even though it would be cool to know what happened there, I think I'd rather do that. That way I'd be financially set and all that good stuff. At least for the most part, financially set. Would you rather eat a tablespoon of salt or a tablespoon of cinnamon? Well, seeing how as I've done both, um, let's see. Tablespoon of salt pretty much made me throw up. Tablespoon of cinnamon just made a dust cloud. I would rather do that. Okay. Would you, if you could only do one, would you rather sit or stand? Oh, as long as I got one of these things, I should be fine. Sit. Yes. Wheelie chairs everywhere. Yes, I agree with that statement. Would you rather maintain eye contact with another person while eating a banana or move your head down to the banana? I am just going to skip this one because this one's just wrong and crude. Would you rather be extremely paranoid or be extremely naive? I already am extremely naive, so let's go with that. Pretty even split. Okay. Would you rather have death by freezing in Antarctica or death by walking through the Sahara? Oh boy. Well, with the death by freezing in Antarctica, at least I have the possibility of going into like this um, kind of sleep, like frozen in time, like I forget the name for it. Um, Suspension. There you go. The um, animation suspension or something like that. Suspended animation, or I don't know. Where you where I have the possibility of coming back if somebody brought me. So I'll go to freeze. Yay. Okay. Do a couple more here, just for the fun of it. Would you rather get chopped up by a wood chipper or run over by a steamroller? Both would be fatal. The steamroller would be traveling at an average operating speed. Oh, crap. Oh, steamroller average operating speed. And those things are slow. That would be so painful. At least with the wood chipper, it's quick. Really? Oh, I don't know. Would you rather star in an unpopular movie or star in a popular play? More people see movies. No plays that have already been performed and no movies that have already been made. With the movie option, you have no idea if the movie will be successful or unsuccessful in the future. I will go ahead and do the unpopular movie because I've done some stage acting in middle school and it was fun, but I wouldn't do it again. At least with this, you've got multiple takes until you get it right. This, it's one and done. If you mess up on stage, they know. So, would you rather spend a year alone in a deep sea submarine or spend a year alone in the space station? What a great way to end it with, oh, what's his name? Is Scott Allen, I think? Coming home from the International Space Station after a year in space. You get no direct human interaction. That is okay. No direct. Because in the space station, they are continuously monitoring you. Whereas in the deep sea submarine, not necessarily. You've got like radar and stuff like that, but here you actually have communication and stuff like that. I think I would rather spend a year alone in a space station, honestly. So let's see. Hey, a lot of people agree with me. I'm glad. Let's see if you agree with me. As you go through this video, please check each of the ones that kind of intrigue you and you know that you might want to know a little bit more about or know about others, and be sure to leave your responses for each of them down in the comments below. Make sure you leave a little time mark so that I can click on it so I know what you're talking about. And then I'll respond to see, respond to you. We can have a conversation in the comments. That's fine. I like doing that. And yeah, so I'm relying on this one to be a comment-heavy video. Please comment on this video about what you think about the different would you rather scenarios, and let me know. Do not use the ones that I didn't vote on, just the ones that I voted on, please. After all that's said and done, I think we're just about good here. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so that you're up to date about the videos that I've got coming out. Also, leave a like and a favorite if you enjoyed, as always. And, of course, comment. Like I said, comment heavy video. I'm pushing comments more than anything in this video. Comment, comment, comment. But anyway, as always, I'm Phinia Poo, and I'm signing off. Take care, everybody.